Edwards. And for the Sydney Scorpions, number 2, Zach Brown. Number 4 is Dion Calagrias. 7, Junel Baggis. 9, Chi Fornisek. 10, Brett Stenhouse. 12, Chris Smith. 13, Leah Elacona. 15, Ben Hayes. 16, Josh Wake. And number 18, Takao Terapo is the lineups for our grand final. Now, all abilities. We have assisted able-bodied players on the field as well. 2 points for a try for our all-abilities athletes. 1 point for an assisted athlete. 16-minute halves, full grand final here in the all-abilities to win a national championship. Brisbane Cobras will have the first tap-off, and we are underway in the all-abilities, and Jacob Miles, one of their absolute gun players for the Brisbane Cobras team. He's lit it up here in the grand finals over the last couple of years. Has he got another big grand final performance in him here this afternoon? Here he is from half, looking for options. Across field he comes. Oh, flick. Tuttle supports him inside. Nice little wraparound play here for Brisbane. Jordan Byrne plays it on the final play of the set, and the Scorpions do a good job in their first defensive set.
Yeah, nice set there from the Cobras, getting down that other end and asking a few questions, but resolutely defended there by the Scorps. And how good's this drive through this middle third, Scotty?
Oh yeah, over the halfway line they go. Little goosey as well to get started. It was Dion wearing the number 4. This is good work as well. The ball just dips away, but yeah, they moved upfield quite nicely there, the Scorps. This just feels like it's a real heavyweight battle. It's just got a feeling about it in the grand finals. We see Brisbane over in the box, ready to go. Dylan Laconey there in the number 13, rubbing their hands together. He's looking forward to his first moments out here in the grand final. Brisbane, though, looking like they're getting into an attacking position yet again.
Speed.
Nice speed down the left-hand side.
Yeah, but well handled by Ben Hayes. Was up to the task defensively, so yeah, just ebbing and throwing this game. It's going along nicely. They're just testing each other out, asking a few questions. Yeah,
and big touch made there from Dion. Kalandriris in the number 4. Had to go full stretch dive on that one.
He looks a likely customer, doesn't he? Here he goes.
Oh,
he's away.
He touched his stretch on. Who's there to make the touch? Jacob Miles. That might be a nice little battle. Number 6, Jacob Miles against this number 18. Absolute gun. He was gone. And there's Jacob with the hand up in the air to make the touch.
2-on-1. How good's the cover defence? Comes across nicely. Great touch there by Jordan Burns. Saved the Cobbies on that occasion, and wow, this is a cracker.
This is lighting up early stages here in the grand final. Nice work from Ben Hayes as well. Almost gets in the corner.
Oh, the hands.
And touch has been made.
He's excited.
He thinks he's got the try.
He's got one.
Referee's going to send them back. Xavier Tuttle making the touch. And another touch there as well. Big back-to-back efforts in defence there from Xavier Tuttle. Brisbane, they hold on in defence as they pick up some valuable metres on the first touch. Now through the hands they go. Defence. Ben Hayes out there on the right wing for the Scorps. Goes Jacob Miles again, looking for some space.
Yeah, very good defence there from the Scorps. They've got a really nice line. They've got some great shape to what they're doing, and they're not making life easy at all for this Cobras attack, who, are probably used to running around teams, fairly regularly. So this is an absorbing battle, Scott.
We've seen some absolutely gripping contests between Cobras and Scorpions at the National Championships over the years, and this is just another chapter in this rivalry. This is a really tight start here to the grand final. It's got a big grand final, big game feel about it.
Sure does. It's really good go forward as well. They're just trucking their way downfield and just working towards, something here with a strike dump coming soon.
Here's young Teko Terapo. We've already seen him in a little bit of open space.
He's been on fire early, hasn't he? He looks most likely. He's very talented ball player, and he's got some really nice feet as well. So yeah, I think he'll definitely play a prominent role here as this game unfolds for the Scorps.
Now Brisbane over the halfway line, down the sideline. Xavier Tuttle.
Chat.
Across the field they come. We might head down on the sidelines. We've got Jack Rogers who's standing by with soaking up all the atmosphere. How's it going down there, Jack?
Oh, it's electric down here. Scotty, Carly, hope you guys are having a good time up there. Always one of the best grand finals on our NTLs, or this year, latest iteration, the championships. But my goodness, is Jacob Miles a player? We've seen him time and time again, putting on the pace. But, as the wind picks up here, I think the Scorpions' ball-playing skills are going to cause some problems for the Cobras here. Scotty, back.
Thank you, Jack. Yes, Jacob Miles definitely one to watch. He's already had plenty of early involvements. Now the Scorpions going across field. And almost trying to flick it in. They almost had the little overlap down there on that side of the field.
Certainly did. It's end-to-end, Scott, isn't it? Both teams are doing a job. Oh, and unfortunately, just a drop ball there, but this could be the opportunity that the Scorpions have been waiting for.
And, they're into the in-goal area.
Great defence there again by Jordan Byrne. He's a defensive machine for the Cobras.
Bit of footwork here. Again, another touch made. Lacona.
Yeah.
Looking dangerous yet again. Zach Brown is one of the able-bodied support athletes. Get himself in the half. You can see our able-bodied athletes have got the bright yellow socks on. This is good line defence yet again. Last play now.
He's taking it back and just playing it again. On that 7 metre line. There we go. 5th touch.
Now again the fast feet.
Oh,
gets away from one. Gets away from two. No, they've made the touch, have they? It's right in front of the referee. They're going to get a penalty here, the Sydney Scorpions.
Yeah, super experienced referee Campbell Muir on the spot, and comes up with the right decision. He's blowing the penalty, and the Scorps have got a repeat set. More pressure for the Cobras.
Yeah, shout out to our refs. There's Campbell on screen. He's supported the All Abilities division for a number of years as well. Always giving up his time. Here we go. Opening try in the All Abilities grand final goes to the Sydney Scorpions. Dion Calagrias gets the opening points. He just went straight for the corner off the tap restart.
Gets a nice ball, and then he just goes to the outside and he pins his ears back and he gets it down in the corner. Off to a flyer. Here they are, the Scorps, 1-0. Can the Cobras respond?
So Brisbane now from the tap restart. It's been a really tight contest here in the All Abilities grand final. Sydney Scorpions have opened it up. Nice footwork from Matthew Scott. Almost slicing in between the defence yet again. Xavier Tuttle. I saw him doing some big defensive plays not too long ago. This time trying to crack the Scorpions defence open to try and get the first points on the board. Here he goes again. Nice touch made from Junel Baggis for the Scorps.
Yeah, the Scorpions' defence has been so good, Scott. They've just aimed up, all the time, and they're making life really hard for Cobras to find any space and any gaps in there. But, as I speak, I think commentators' curses has struck the poor Scorpions and Cobras here. Can they take advantage of this repeat set?
Matthew Scott dancing down the sideline. Golden opportunity here for the Cobras. Try and get their first points in the All Abilities Grand Final. Tier 1 competition. We've got Southwest Queensland taking on the Southern Rebels in the Tier 2 competition just behind us. Keep an eye on that one as well. Brisbane just can't crack this Scorpions defence as of yet. They're trying to pull them out and find a chink in this armour. And almost getting close, through. He knew he was almost there, Xavier Tuttle. He was almost there. Now they come out to the right-hand side of the field. A little bit of room to work with. Jace Hellion. Steaming onto the ball. Zach Brown. Picked it up. Here's the try scorer. Dion in the number 4 for the Scorps. Nice little ball.
Beautiful two-pass, and still going through that middle, and it's been a favourite place for the Scorps to go. And here's the speed man.
Oh, and Tuttle's there again.
Oh, he's an excitement machine, isn't he? Every time he touches the ball, something's going to happen.
Yeah, back out his direction now, and it's opened up.
Stop it.
The Scorpions bring it under the post as well. Just open up for them down the right-hand side of the field. Big Chris Smith in the 12 gets his first try in the grand final, and the Scorps are up in front again.
There's a really nice piece of play from Scorps, and really, really good vision to get that ball out there. And Chris Smith out there on that wing, he just glided over in the corner, and here we go. Scorps are up 2-0, and the Cobras are going to have to draw on all their championship qualities now. And as we speak, the man most likely, Jacob Miles.
Will come his way now.
Okay.
Here comes Jacob Miles scheming across field. He comes. Nice little switchback flick on the inside to Dylan Lakini. Plenty of touches here for Miles. Short ball. Does it open up? Yeah, you have just got across to make the touch in time.
Desperate defence. Denies the Cobras.
Great hands. Equally good defence. What about that? The big rip from the middle of the field. And the Scorpions.
Dylan Hennessy be proud of that one. How good was that ball?
The hands are just as good. And to get it down in one motion, Hamish and Michael Moore had some work to do there. Good football from both teams.
Starting to see now the teams are settled down now, Scotty, and they're ready to play some footy. They're really starting to move this ball around and, putting on a show here for the crowd.
Here is again the try scorer. Just running out of room, puts the brakes on, comes back in field. Can't get away from Miles. Now to the right-hand side they go, and just off the fingertips there of Josh Wake.
Yeah, really nice piece of defence there from Mason Stewart. Number 26 did a really, really good job there to snuff that out. And now the Cobras ploughing through this middle third and really looking to get some field position here and give themselves a chance at the end of this set. 6 to go. That will help them no end.
Might cross back down to Jack Rogers. Tight contest here, Jack. Brisbane doing everything they can to try and get themselves back into the grand final.
Yeah, look, guys, it's been a tight tussle so far. The Scorpions just on that footwork. They're managing to find the line a little bit easier than the Cobras, but don't count them out yet. That long ball earlier, we can expect to see more of that from Michael Moore. Hopefully the Cobras can get back on the board. 2 minutes to go, Scott.
Getting into the crunch time now, leading into half-time. Scorpions, though, in possession. Need a big defensive stop here, Brisbane. Bit of space to work with down the left-hand side. Show and go. Here he goes again. He's got the flashy boots on. Oh, he goes a little hop, skip and a jump as well. When you're wearing out those Larry boots, you know he's got a little bit of something special tucked in the back pocket. And he almost went away for his second try. They're going to get it here, though. The Scorpions have gone over in the corner. Ben Hayes, he scores in the grand final. Yeah. And the Scorps there right in front.
Yeah, how good's that from one side of the field to the other? A real quick shift there from the Scorps and a nice little draw and pass. And, yeah, they've done some great work out there on the flanks there, Scotty. And, yeah, 3-0 imposing lead now to the Sydney Scorpions.
Oh, yeah, it's all high fives from the Scorps. Brisbane looking for points. Under 30 seconds to go before the halftime break. Still an opportunity to get their first try on the board here in the grand final. Is Edmonds. They come down the left-hand side of the field. They're well covered defensively, the Sydney Scorpions. Back into the midfield.
Oh.
Footwork, tunnel, hooter sounds in the background. And a quality first half. It was really tight at the start, wasn't it, Carls? And then a couple of points for the Scorpions. Sees them go into the break with the lead.
Yeah, they both settled down and played some really enterprising footy, and I can't wait for this second half, Scotty.
It's going to be a huge second half here in the Tier 1 Grand Final of the All Abilities. Sydney Scorpions in front. Stay with us. We'll be back with. Welcome back to the Championships. We are just 16 minutes away from finding out who's going to win the Tier 1 Grand Final. And the Sydney Scorpions, they are in front at the moment, up by 3 against the Brisbane Cobras. It was a pretty strong performance for them in the first half of Brisbane, and really going to make them work for it. They need to get themselves on the board. If they can score first here, Carly, they're going to get themselves back into this grand final.
Absolutely, Scott. This first set of 6 takes on epic proportions here for the Cobras' defence.
Scorps. A little bit of ball movement, and the ball hits the deck.
That was definitely the start that the Cobras were after. Let's see what they can do with this and see if they can get themselves down in some really good field position to make an impression on the scoreboard. Great direct drive, and you can see the half-time they've come out determined to really drive this football.
We're over the halfway line now. Brisbane just nice and straight and direct. Here is Jacob Miles. Dancing around.
Feet.
Out. Oh, lovely ball. What about the finish in the corner? Well, we said they needed to be the first team to score. They're absolutely pumped up. Hamish McElmore has been good for Brisbane. Lovely little wraparound play, but what about the finish, Carls?
Yeah, fantastic from McElmore, planting it down in that corner, and that's exactly the start that the Cobras needed to get themselves back into this contest.
The margin down to 2 tries now. Brisbane scoring the first try. Scorpions now tap and restart. Now the Scorps. Looping ball over the top. They're heading towards the corner. And a big touch as well from Hamish McElmore, the try scorer.
He's doing it at both ends of the field, isn't he? Starring for the Cobras. He's keeping him in contention here, and it's fantastic play there from both teams.
Laconin plays it. Big looping ball. Great hands as well. Throws it down on the deck as well. It's razzle-dazzle here from the Scorps. Big ball out to the left-hand side and some footwork to boot.
You got to love that. Great ball movement, wasn't it? It was fantastic.
Brisbane now doing some hard work, and we might throw down to Jack Rogers down on the sideline. What's been going on at the halftime break there, Jack?
Time point. Expect them to go up by about 2 gears. They said they're not quite playing their best touch yet. They want to go on the strike early, 3 strikes in a row, and then look for that sweep and wrap play at the back end of the set. They also said that defensively they weren't quite sliding enough, so the Cobras, they're all over it. Expect major adjustments in this second half, and I think drop-off is not out of the question. Scott, back to you.
Well, thanks, Jack. Big prediction. He's thinking extra time. Brisbane definitely starting the better of the two teams coming out of the halftime break. They've got a plan here, the Cobras, in the second 16 minutes. Can they execute it? Potentially send this into extra time. There's still plenty of time left to go and unfold in this big grand final. Can this man open them up yet again for the Sydney Scorpions? Good meters.
Yeah, definitely meter eater there, and they're going forward again, the Scorps, and they recognise the danger that, you know, it's never over when you've got the Cobras out there doing what they do, and yeah, the Scorpions are responding in kind here, and like some great ball movement yet again. And unfortunately, they have forward pass there, but boy, they chance their arm.
Yeah, enterprising play from the Sydney Scorpions. You can just tell that they know the margin's not quite comfortable for them yet.
Absolutely.
They're still chasing more points. They kick this one out. They're up by 2 tries here in the All Abilities Tier 1 Grand Final. Southern Rebels taking on Southwest Queensland. Just behind us here in the Tier 2 Grand Final as well. It's great to see all 4 teams make their way out onto the main field. Now Brisbane on the attack again. Jacob Miles, he comes back and plays it. They've got all their numbers on the right-hand side. Brisbane. Scorpions quite comfortable at the moment. Ball out to Dylan Nakini. And good defence there from the Scorps on their line. Grand final defence.
Yeah, Elakona, he's been a power in defence. He's turned up consistently for the Scorps, and he saved the day on numerous occasions here. They're they're looking fairly imposing here now, Scotty, aren't they? So yeah, interesting to see if Cobras can, you know, work their way back into this.
Bit of space out here. And that man, we've seen him crack it open, Chris Smith. He's been super impressive playing out on the flanks here for the Scorpions this afternoon.
And Baggis with the big meters at number 7. Didn't he plough that ball down the field? There was big 10-metre ruck there, and yeah, doing the yards and giving his team every opportunity here.
Shifted all the way back out to the right-hand side. Happy to throw the footy around here. The Scorpions now through the middle of the field. Good defence on the line from the Brisbane Cobras, continuing to hang in there. Only the 1 try so far here in the second half has gone in favour of the Cobras. They need another 2 to potentially lock this up. Some replacement players making their way out onto the field now for the Cobras. Here's Xavier Tuttle. He's been everywhere for Brisbane, trying to pick up some meters. Here he is again, ball in hand, now over the halfway line. Bit of space, he's put the hammer down, he's going to streak away. Xavier Tuttle, huge grand final try. Oh, have a look at him, he's all swag.
Yeah, here he is.
He knows it.
He's been working for that one. The first half he was denied, and he didn't let the frustration get to him, Scotty. He just kept going and going and going until he found the space in the Scorpions' defence, and it was a pretty resolute defensive line until now. But yeah, he just changes speed, and look at him go.
Well, he just lured them in. He was just casually just swanning across field, and then all of a sudden, I'm hitting the highway, baby.
Yeah.
Bang.
Sensational. 3-2. Gee, we've got a contest on our hands now, Scotty.
Well, Jack called it. He said it just had a little bit of a feeling about it. There was plenty of good energy coming out of the Brisbane Cobras box at half-time. The coaching staff knew they were still in this game. Now the Scorpions, they had some room to work with down the left-hand side of the field. Half a chance for them
Yeah, every time they've gone wide, they've looked dangerous, haven't they, Scotty? But the Cobras have come up trumps there defensively, and now big assignment for them to get down the other end. They've got 70 metres to go.
We're down to the side of the field again. Jack, you called it, mate. That was exciting play there for the Cobras to go back-to-back tries. Made the big call, extra time. It might be on the cards.
Oh, and down here on the touchline, Scott, it's Xavier Tuttle. The name on everyone's lips. He's a hero for his team. It's a real team effort here, though, for the Brisbane Cobras. And they're not going to slow down by any means. Expect this one to go all the way down to the wire. And with the crowd cheering them on, yeah, still anyone's game, Scott.
Now, Brisbane looking for a repeat set. Came off the body, though. The referees will give the ball back to the Sydney Scorpions. Look to steady the ship here as they pick up metres going downfield. Nice work there from Zach Brown. Here he is again.
He is,
Chris
the footwork.
Smith. He's got the feet. He's got the boots to match. He almost slices in between the Cobras' defence.
He's just dangerous, isn't he? He's got all the skills.
Oh, the ball just hitting the deck. They had some room to work with there. It was a tough one to take for Josh Wake, who comes up here.
It's like the spin and the hit and go. It's all happening here.
It's all razzle-dazzle. Matthew Scott there picking up good metres on the previous play. Jacob Miles again heavily involved.
Oh, a little bit of space on the outside. Oh, how's the touch?
Throwing everything at it there.
Oh.
Dion making the big touch on Brisbane, shutting that play down.
He's been fantastic in defence as well. He's saved 2 or 3 down that sideline, and wow, what a great grand final.
They've always been great, these All Blues. They come down to the wire. It's all on the line. Oh, there's a lovely little ball at the back. Tough one to take, just off the fingertips. Good ball movement from Brisbane. Scorpions still in front on the Athletes scoreboard. But they're feeling the pressure coming here from the Brisbane Cobras.
Some numbers
ball
here.
In hand.
Oh, the long
great
ball again.
Great hands as well. Down the sideline. Little show back on the inside.
He's going to get another one.
Wow, what a finisher, Ben Hayes. Oh, double thumbs up. Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah. Gets his second try of the grand final there, Scotty. What an effort. He has streaked away down there, but how was the long ball? And he just sat on the paint. Nice little shimmy, little J-line, minor J-line. Got himself where he needed to be, and yeah. Wow, the Scorps are out to a 4-2 lead.
Wow, what a quality finish.
Oh.
He had some work to do, and you're right, it was just a little came in field, showed it, kicked away. Not much room to work with. The tries in this grand final have been absolutely top-notch.
Absolutely.
Now, big ball out to the corner. Matthew Scott. They're just having a chance their hand here, Brisbane. Now, the pressure is back on them. The Scorpions with an electric try. Seeing them go back up in front. The All Abilities T1 grand final, 4-2 on the Athletes scoreboard. Again, they get another one on the board and close this grand final out. Still plenty of time on the clock for both teams. Here's one of their danger men now. Just pops off the right foot. Good defence, though, from Brisbane. Oh, it just slips out of the hands. Poor old Hamish throws the hands on the head.
Oh, we've all had moments like that, Hamish. Don't worry, mate. Keep in it. Still 4 minutes to go and a chance.
He comes up and makes a good defensive touch. Scorps now rolling downfield again. I guess we'll come back and play it on the 7-metre line. Setting up for a little wraparound play. That is the best try you will ever see. What about that finish? Kiss the badge, boys. That is a grand final cracker.
Oh, Damon Moore, eat your heart out. How good was that flick pass?
Have a look at this on the replay. catches it in one hand.
Oh,
bang.
casual as you like.
Oh,
Oh, Josh Wake with the flick pass. Sensational ball. Oh, my new favourite player.
Jackie Rogers, that happened right in front of you, mate. Talk us through it.
As here on this stadium field ever, I think. Josh Wake with one hand out of the right hand there, pops it out to Dion, who's been ever so reliable all game, probably seals the deal for the Sydney Scorpions now. But the Cobras, they'll come back fighting and maybe put a try or two more on the scoreboard. So 2 minutes to play, Scott. Anything can happen from here.
Absolutely, they'll fight to the absolute death. Jack, here they go. They're into the in-goal area, skipping away. Oh, just losing it out of the hands. Unfortunate Jacob Miles. He's fighting to the very death.
Oh, he's tried his heart out, hasn't he, all day for Cobras, and he's been the mainstay of this Cobras team for a number of years. And, yeah, as you said, Scotty, the Cobras are fighting to the end here, and, yeah, it'd be good to see him get another try before the full-time siren goes.
Got some space to work with. Under 2 minutes left now in the T1 Grand Final of the All Abilities competition. Scorps will come back and play it over the halfway line. What a Grand Final this has been. Little show and go.
And the Goosey.
He's been very good as well for the Scorpions. Dion, he's got a couple of tries. As good as the flick was, he still had to get it across the paint. And he did. Brisbane will fight to the very death here. Hopefully they can get another try on the board. Another great performance to make it through to another National Championship Grand Final.
It's been a cracking Grand Final. I mean, as you said, Scotty, they always are, but just the standard this year, like the ball skills and the running and stuff, each year it just gets better and better. And a big shout out to all of our affiliates around Australia who are running their All Abilities competitions. It's absolutely sensational. Oh, and he's got a try.
Here he is, Xavier Tuttle again. Well, we saw some razzle-dazzle down the other end of the field from the Scorps, but this is a quality try as well. What a Grand Final he has had, young Xavier. Watch the footwork here. Left foot, bang.
There he is. Look at him, the swagger. I love him, hey?
He is
love it.
all
It's the
swag.
drummy. It's the drummy swag.
I think Drummy might even be saying if he scores another one, I've got the Xavier swag.
That's the one, absolutely.
So 5-3 seconds winding down here in the Grand Final. Scorpions, one hand on the trophy. You wait and see the celebrations here from the Sydney Scorpions, and you'll see how much this means to these players. They'll flick it over the sideline. The Sydney Scorpions are the national champions here in the All Abilities Tier 1. What a Grand Final.
What a sensational effort from both teams. And, you know, as you said, it's just one of the greatest moments in our sport. Every year we look forward to this game. We look forward to this tournament. You know, the coaches, the players, everyone who supports, you know, our All Abilities athletes. You know, this is fantastic. So if you're watching at home and you want to get involved, get around your local affiliates. And there are affiliate competitions popping up everywhere, Scotty, in this All Abilities. And